Pro Mix. This message is brought to you by Otta Entertainers Association.
àrùn kan ti wà ní gbòòrò báyìí COVID-19 tí bá sọ fún ẹ pé wà deadly wo no be whining death rate high bí jumbo no be tiny global anthem these days ni ọlọ́run gbà mí ikú tó ń pa ẹlòmíì ikú àìbìkítà because wọ́n mọ̀ pé corona àrùn tó ń pa dókítà ni ìjọba ní kó sanitize wọ́n ní pé chemical ní social distance lójú wọn wò ó dàbí bàwíà ni.
Corona shut down Lagos, shut down Abuja too, shut down USA. Corona shut down Accra. If you get it in there, miss and meet you water. Corona go bitch, Corona go japa. Somebody say a prayer, but it's not wahala. Sanitize, better sanitize.
ìjọba fẹ́ràn wa wọ́n fẹ́ ká stay safe wọ́n ní ká stay indoor wọ́n ní ká play safe corona gbóògùn ó burú ju ace lọ àìsàn yìí lè jẹ́ lùkọrùn àdẹ́gbọ́dọ̀ fún láyé church ẹ̀yin mosque kẹràn ìjọba lọ́wọ́ ká má torí nǹkan tá fẹ́ jẹ kó lọ bú wa lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀mí yìí ó láàárọ̀ ká má dìmọ̀ra wa ká má kíra látòkèrè ká má fomi àtọ́ṣẹ fọwọ́ yó.
God, please help us. Yeah. Heal the world right now. Heal the world.
Okay, let me not waste time tonight. I'm going to say that if you have anything to say, you saw the topic already. We want to see updates on lockdown from different locations. Depending on where you are, just tell us. I'm in UK, I'm in New York, I'm in Germany, I'm in Italy, I'm in China, and this is the situation. We just want to compare what is happening in Nigeria. Well, but let me begin by telling what is in my own area. But this is the way to call into the show by Skyping in. Do live Skype video into the show, and then we can make it as much as very interactive as possible. So get your earpiece so that the audio will be clear enough, audible enough. Make sure you are sitting in a position where we can see your face clearly, except there's no need. You know how you do Skype, or you know how you do your WhatsApp calls. If you don't have Skype, you could do WhatsApp, and that's it. Just right there on your screen. Let me begin by reporting for the start. Some of you already are aware, or almost all of you are already aware, that ever since the lockdown was declared, a lot of things began to spring up in Nigeria, such as people who are hungry are saying that they have no food, and that they cannot see themselves coping with the lockdown without food and all that. So subsequently, it also resulted in the fact that we started hearing another name. Before it used to be Oyabo. Later we started hearing Awawa boys in Agege, and now it is 1 million boys. Now the 1 million boys have stormed the streets, and they are said to be robbing the hood. And when you're robbing hood. But anyways, what we have right now is that almost nowhere is currently safe in Nigeria as we speak. And as a result, this is the situation. It became the fact that, yeah, while we are busy shooting, and I'll ask you to watch out for episodes of Corona Diary. We'll start we started shooting today, yesterday already, and then we'll start uploading from tomorrow. Corona Diary. Part of it, you would see cases of what is happening in homes, people getting bored in their families as a result of the lockdown. Other people feel that they got to go out and all that. All sort of stories, But part of the story is that a lot of people are hungry, and as a result cannot enjoy the lockdown, or cannot really cope with the lockdown directive. Well, I joined Vigilante teams, and I'll just show you a little clip of what happened while I was out to join the Vigilante. And this is just a little of it while I expect your calls to come in. Once again, the line to call by WhatsApp. Make sure it is a video call so that we can make it interactive, and keep your information or message very short, within 30 seconds, 1 minute, so that we can make it as short as possible. I gotta sleep. In fact, as I was about coming live on the show, I already started hearing the Vigilante team already assembled outside, already about to start again. But this is my own experience. One of the nights I joined. I let you say it.
See us we men o, the way in lọ nìyẹn o, ẹyọ. Spiritual, these guys are going spiritual. You won't believe it, you know. Only now because of thieves and robbers, they don't everywhere they terrorize. That's why as you dey so now, even into the midnight, everybody dey outside now. You know this Kosere mo, no Kosere mo school. Everybody dey outside now. We dey do vigilante for everywhere. You know, anyhow we wan be now. We wan see wetin wan happen.
tí ọgọ́ bá lọ gbórí wọlé sí.
Every àwọn boys bọ́
wàá
síta
gbọ́
mẹ́kọ̀ọ́.
gùn là lórí ẹ̀.
Kò sí time no
Àjọ àná.
dey. You see, you don't see the street as e dey.
All right, that's just a bit of what happened. So the lines are calling. You already saw it. I'm sorry. The stream when we started the first time it broke. The second time people were already joining. The network was so terrible. We had to restart everything, including the system and everything else. And that's why by the time we started the stream again for the third time, I understand that not many people is encouraged anymore to come back. Not many people will see, especially for the third time, not many people will see the notification for the third time in a quick succession that we have started the live stream. So not many people are aware that we started the third time on the third attempt already. So I understand that not many people are online, but for those that are online, if you have any reports, please let us have it. I'm aware that there are people in different parts of the country, part of the world, and also parts of the country who have unique cases. Uh, Last time I did a live stream, it was with Jumabi, who is in the UK, who just recovered from COVID-19, and so many people have cases like that and all that. So we just have to understand these are trying times, and we have to keep praying for our brothers and sisters who might be affected by this pandemic. Just the same way, we also have to continue to hold faith, keep up, hold up, and all of that. Let's all be fine. Please be safe. Don't think it's a joke. While it might look like joke in some parts where it is not readily ravaging, we have to understand that in some places or in many other places, cases are rising every day. United States is currently leading from what I saw. That's disturbing. We have people there. Well, let me take the comment since the calls will not come in. I think there's issue with the line already. But if you are able to do it, it's fine. But I can see the comments already coming in, people reporting their locations. Somebody says it's from Italy, and sorry, I missed that comment. Felicia wants me to see video of an African guy that was doing what? I'm sorry, I missed that. Um, we are trying to be okay, yeah. We're just trying. Everybody's just holding up. Well, but that's just it. I hope you guys already saw the video of by entertainers in Ota. Yes, thank you so much, Wisdom Seeker from Chicago. What's the situation in Chicago? Ava Monday, Vincent. What's the situation at your place? Ibubi Okafo says, but the North did not obey this second lockdown. Was there a full obedience in the first instance? We are even going too far by asking about the second instance. Um, okay, that's the number on the screen once more. Somebody wants me to do that. Put it there. Shaggy, don't follow their path. Let's start the actual agitation process for the Dua Republic now. Watching from Baseland, Switzerland. What response should I give now? Well, if on 100 of us out of 12 million of us go and start a republic, where is going to be our location? I mean, our territory or geography. What's going to be our currency? What's going to be our all those other things like that? Are you ready to form the military? Are you ready for? Yeah, but it doesn't still mean that the few people cannot also start the agitation. But every reason or every foundation or basis for us to say this union is not working and there's need for a new one already are complete. For instance, the beginning of the union itself was not consented. I would say it's more like something that is fraudulent or imposed. So that's one of the reasons um, it might already it might already be necessitated or necessary to say it's, yeah, because fundamentally it wasn't even consented. That's one basis for I understand why people are seeking um, for the country to go separately into regions and become their individual countries. I also understand that, yeah, going forward, we also see that some regions are not ready to do what others are doing in terms of sacrifice and the rest. So there's still no synergy. So that's another basis. If you ask those that are championing and asking for the country to split up. So many reasons and the rest of them. The killings are too much. The everything is just not showing that there's any basis or reason for these countries to, I mean, these regions to be a country together. But all the same, it's not going to be like a tea party. So you have to understand it. This is not going to be a long show. I'm going to close it so shortly now. I'm just trying to report and to also get feedback from people across the world. Yes, those that have coronavirus who are Nigerians abroad, even those that do not have the virus but who suspect that they have symptoms, uh, have reported. I can report that in some parts of France, for instance, we have people there who claim that, or who report that it was said that the hospitals are filled up already, and so there's no place they are putting. Even in the UK, Jumabi himself said it that yes, even though he called, they came, but they said, well, as more cases as are being reported or are increasing by the day, that they have to stay at home and isolate, and that subsequently they will get better, and they will come and be checking them at home and treating them, meaning that the facilities are filled up. It's just the same way in Nigeria. If you report in your area that, oh, armed robbers are in your area, police will tell you right there that, sorry, the cell is filled up, we cannot arrest new people. So you guys should just make sure that you take care of your area. At the same time, they are trying to tell people that no, it is the vigilante that are causing the scare. People coming out to do vigilante are the ones causing the scare, that the boys are actually not coming out. um and all, the boys are not really attacking as much as it is being reported, even though they admitted that, yeah, there were robbery incidences in some places, but that it is not as much as it is being reported by the communities. So that one is also understandable or understood right there. So let me take the comments, please. Let the comments come in, since we can't do call tonight. I think there's something wrong with the line. Even the network, I had to come up 3 times before, restart everything, turn off this, turn off that, bring it on again, try to check this, tweak this here and there before we are able to stay live on the show. So somebody says Odudua is not working now. What we'll need is take the country back. Um, that's another good way to look at it. Because I remember somebody was asking, oh, there must be war, we must break this country. And I said, excuse me, if you break this country and through war, number one, how many people do you think will remain? Number two is that if they call for war, now you go call for war, we are going to come follow you, say we won't go war. No, 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 because uh, I mean, I don't think an average man or somebody of the middle class can call for war and the war will truly sail through. So where are the weapons? Where is the military you have assembled? Where is this? Where is that? Where are the authorities or hierarchies and everything? It takes a whole lot to say that you must fight a war to break a country. No, it's not a tea party. Who is calling for the war? Nobody you go call them. You know why? It's not for the middle class. Because, for instance, are you going to be pairing um, 10 people to one gun? That is even if you have the instrument. 10 people to one gun, is that what you want to use to fight a war? Absolutely no. So it's not, if you say, so that is why to some extent I want to say, okay, while the call for the dual republic or individual, while we can't have a plebiscite or a referendum at this time, it is also not going to be a tea party to call for war. It's not that cheap or easy. No, 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 no. It's not that cheap. That's why we must continue to hold up, continue to build the dreams, continue to share the orientation, continue to touch more people to understand that there's need for all of us to change bad leadership and get a good one. Report our plight and reorientate people the more. We have to do it even to the local and grassroots levels, and that's exactly what has already started in various forms, whether through the people who did not even know that they are also part of it. Yeah, there are pastors who did not know. They don't know. They don't believe that what they are doing is already contributing to enlightening the people to be wiser and know what they're supposed to do. So, but people are getting to know now. All right. But what are the lessons from this lockdown? Is another thing I'd like the comments to also be showing. It might even be after I've already left, but I mean after I've already closed the show. But let it reflect in your comment. What are the lessons so far? For instance, for me, one of the biggest lessons so far is that, yeah, at least many Nigerian church goers can now say that it's not about the church. It's not compulsory that you go to church. It's not really about the church. It might even be something as simple as you're just going to you sit in your room and you can listen to sermon from here. So most of the churches can go online. So don't stress yourself about I must get to church today again. Nah, after all, you're not going to church this COVID time and you have not died. So it's not about whether you go there or not. Stop the mentality of if I don't get there I can't receive my blessing. It's not true. Watch from online henceforth if you cannot compulsorily make it down to church. So that's on one hand. Other lessons, yeah, to say that, for instance, I said it the other day that Sharia is not an anarchist. Sharia is only simply trying to say that, see, there will be a revolution if care is not taken with the way you are governing this country. Sharia already finished its own assignment by announcing or giving the message that there will be a revolution. Yeah, COVID-19 has showed it. Look at how 1 million boys came out and started robbing the hood. Just how many days of no food? Okay, just in fact less than a day of no food. Some of them still got the palliative, they still looted palliative, and the rest of them. So I know that. Um, yeah, Ayogundimu says, AY Baba says infrastructure is more important than the church. Absolutely. So, and that's just the point. So there are so many lessons from this COVID-19 lockdown period, and all of us can see it already. All of us can already see it. So let's be wiser. Let's take it further. Once this is over, let us know what we're doing next. Taking it further, learning more, not repeating what we did that didn't work in the past. Let us begin to see other possibilities from what we have gained. There should be gains from this COVID-19 lockdown. We can now say that our government has no savings, they have nothing, in fact, they even want to steal more from the citizens. They are callous, they are wicked, they have no idea. In fact, they have withdrawn almost everything left in the savings. And this is also a time for us to remember that we've been talking about diversifying the economy long ago, but they failed to understand or listen. So now, because they failed to diversify the economy, we are here. Where are we? We are at the point where the price of what we depend on has fallen in the international market, and we can't even raise revenue anymore. So even while we're having revenue at the high price, we are still borrowing billions from China and other parts of the world. Now China is in trouble. All the other countries you want to borrow from are in trouble. So even if they are giving you, enslaving yourself the more. Because by the time they come back for their pound of flesh, it will be like Shylock thing. The Shylock story. And it will be harder on Nigeria. So it shows to you that these people that you call leaders don't even know what governance is supposed to be. No idea about generating revenue, no idea about economy and all that. Other than to live on the citizens and stifle them and make money and collect money, go and buy, latest cars, go and buy everything, and be using it to oppress the same citizens who are paying money to them in taxes and all the rights. So that's the situation we found ourselves, and it's just so disturbing. It's curious, it's appalling, it's preposterous, and it's just a sorry thing. It's pathetic. So that's the situation. Let them feed on their 2K from election voting. Well, that's according to Cletus on YouTube. On Facebook, Felicia Akin say they are looting seriously. Absolutely, they have always been doing that. Olayemi says, Shegun, something came to my mind though. I heard that Buratai relocated to Abuja. I hope they are not planning to pick Shore again. I mean, I don't think we should be talking about Sharia at this time. Sharia is safe so far. you should. I mean, let's not bring that up unnecessarily. Let's continue to look at. Let's continue to look at how we can rescue more people who might be trapped in COVID-19 situation or pandemic, whatever. Okay. Um, why would Buratai relocate to Abuja because of Shure? Shure is not raising a team of, he's not raising an army of hoodlums or anything. So he might be relocating to Abuja because, for instance, I'm just playing the devil's advocate here. He might be relocating to Abuja, for instance, because of the COVID-19 lockdown. He too might need to come and isolate himself or something. After all, we hear that the chief of staff, also relocated from Abuja to Lagos, and suddenly we hear that, oh, the Lagos landlords say they don't know his whereabouts, that they don't have him, they don't do this. So people relocate every time. Even the president relocates to London and comes back at will until COVID-19. So relocation is relocation. Um, uh, don't worry, everything will be fine. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm happy tonight that there are no reports of bad things in different parts of the world, because I'm not seeing, oh, people died in my place today or something died the other you know. So I'm happy about what we are hearing. Um, so I might be closing the show soon already. Somebody is asking the update on donation towards COVID-19. Well, so far what we have seen is that the people who are donating to themselves. I mean, me I no collect shishi. I be you collect. So they are donating to themselves. People give it to them. The people in government give it to them. Those in government gave it to the people who are within their circles, their cronies. Their cronies, when it is time to donate, as per eye service, they give it back to the government. They give their share to government. So, okay, me, I give you 10 million. Me, I give you. Later, become the year say accountant general office born. You want to donate to the rich man is donating to a rich man at the time when they are hypocritically preaching, love to the poor. You are preaching that they should love the poor and give to them, but you are giving among yourselves. I heard that in many places when they share even their rice, the moment they take the rice to a particular community, they go and give it to the rich man in the community as the leader of the community, to the represents. That they are giving it to party leaders, APC party leaders, are those that they are giving the bulk or the truckloads to. Those ones to collect it, seize a handful of it and share the peanuts remaining to the people of the community. That's what they are doing according to what I've heard so far. Me, I've not really seen anybody one on one that benefited from this thing, except the ones that they will have to go and fight, like mob the truck or mob the bus conveying the food and take it. Otherwise, they know that it will not reach them. So, if people are already fighting because of food, all right, in just less than 2 weeks of a lockdown or just 2 weeks of a lockdown, they are already fighting because of food and they are entering the street to go and be looting, then you can already tell that we have been sitting on the keg of gunpowder and we have only been doing a daily maintenance. Nigeria is a country of daily maintenance. Any day that maintenance goes to rest or goes to bed, the whole country is down, and that's exactly what you saw. So everything is broken down, and it affected law and order. That's what we saw. So, so somebody says with these incompetencies you mentioned, I wonder why. Sorry, I didn't see the rest part. Olayemi Okpemikpo said they share some food in the Kenya Ogun State by Dapo Abiodun. If you received, fine. What is the content? I'm happy that at least we have somebody who says they received. But we are also aware that some people receive because they are closer to somebody who is closer to somebody, or maybe your house is number one on the street and they drop it at your place. In some places they just give to number 1 to 5 of the streets and they disappear. At least they have used something to represent on the street that they reach the streets, and that's just it. Those people are not are real monsters. That's Kyle they're just in there lying me up because thank God they went home to distribute it to them. At least they tried. But the funniest thing again is that to many people who say they did not get the palliative or it did not reach them, what is funny is that during the elections, ballot boxes will reach even on top of water. There are communities on top of water. We call them coastal regions or coastal communities. Most of those places, ballot paper gets on top of water. You won't know how they do it. But when it comes to sustaining people, they will claim that they don't have database or structure for which to share it. That is the biggest hypocrisy and the most insincere government I've ever seen, or insincere anybody, any platform, any government, any country. That is the most insincere I've ever seen or heard. So when it is time to show responsibility to people, you claim you don't have database or structure. That's crazy, you know. It's just the same way when they say, we don't know how to get, we don't want to share money because we don't want it to result in problem. We don't know how the money will get to people, really. But you have BVN of people. If not to track somebody, go arrest them for committing almost no offense. You know how to use their database to trace them. But when it comes to being responsible, you don't have the database or structure to reaching them anymore. Well, why are those people behaving like that? I don't know. Jimmy Matthew says the whole of my estate was given just one bag of that palliative in Ogun State. I heard so. I heard that they will just enter one street, give them one bag, and disappear. Okay, that one bag now they will share it of rice, no kerosene, no stew, no, and they are supposed to share one bag of rice. And once an entire street, for instance, some streets have as much as up to number 150. You see number 151 Bilimu Street, number 80 something. So some streets have over 100 houses, and you give them one bag of rice. One bag of rice, and they are supposed to clap for you that you tried. And it's not as if you bring the one bag of rice every day. Once you bring it, to disappear. Oh God. Anyways, Olaimi is lucky. He said they gave semo gari, 2 tomatoes, rice, 2 tomatoes, 2 tomato tin of rice. And I understand you, but you see, it can be annoying. So let's leave it. Let me leave you with the song by Ota Entertainers Association, which is a song encouraging people and sensitizing them about coronavirus. Please enjoy the music while you also get the message. My name is Shegun. I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. Watch out once again for our Corona Diary. It's a series that will start uploading tomorrow. And then, if you want to support us here, this is the number to reach out. If you want to support what we're doing, this is the number to reach me on WhatsApp. You can message me and ask for account number. You are welcome. It's okay. We need a lot of resources to do what we have to do and what we're doing. But I appreciate all of you, and I bless God that we're able to at least manage and push through. But we need a lot of resources to be able to finish the Corona Diary. You will understand it once we start sharing them tomorrow. Let me go and sleep, because I gotta sleep a little and wake up in the middle of the night to go and join Vigilante again. So bye for now.
This message is brought to you by Ota Entertainers Association.
àrùn kan ti wà ní gbòòrò báyìí COVID-19 tí bá sọ fún ẹ pé wà deadly wo no be whining, death rate high bí jumbo no be tiny, global anthem these days ni ọlọ́run gbà mí. Ikú tó ń pa ẹlòmíì ikú àìbìkítà ni, cause wọ́n mọ̀ pé corona àrùn tó ń pa dókítà ni. Ìjọba ní kó sanitize, wọ́n ní pé chemical ni, social distance lójú wọn wò ó dàbí bàbíà ni.
Corona shut down Lagos, shut down Abuja too, shut down USA. Corona shut down Accra. If you get it ginger, me some with you water. Corona go bitch, Corona go tapa. Somebody say a prayer, but it's not wahala. Sanitize, better sanitize.
ìjọba fẹ́ràn wa wọ́n fẹ́ ká stay safe wọ́n ní ká stay indoor wọ́n ní ká play safe corona gbóògùn ó burú ju ace lọ àìsàn yìí lè jẹ́lú kọrùn àdẹ̀gbọ́dọ̀ fún láyé church ẹ̀yin mosque kẹràn ìjọba lọ́wọ́ ká má torí nǹkan tá fẹ́ jẹ kó lọ bu wá lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀mí yìí ó láàárọ̀ ká má dìmọ̀ra wa ká má kíra látòkèrè ká má fomi àtọ̀ṣẹ fọwọ́ yó.
God, please help us. Yeah. Heal the world right now. Heal the world right now. This death is too much. COVID-19. Go need you Maryland. Avoid and chicks don't sneeze anyhow. The matter no be blue, no be say I lie. Sanitize and say Corona too real, no lie.
Oh Lord, you come to our rescue. If you die finish, you no go like you. Go to the world and multiply. Now every day we dey die. Oh Lord, we dey cry. Oh Lord, we dey cry. Oh Lord, we dey cry. My name is Elo.
My brother, Koro is real. This Corona kilo. We pray make you heal from this deadly disease. Wash your hand all the time. Cover your nose all the time. Social distancing all the time.
Brothers coming in.
Sanitizing all the time.
Listen, this is a trying time, we better be staying safe. Social distancing is better than your early grave. It's a skilling sprint, that's why it's making way. By the grace of God, we ain't gonna die. It is important we continue to try to keep staying door if you wanna be a ride. Social distancing, the government is preaching, guarantees you're living. You better listen.
COVID, Unjamilaya. They kill him like David and Goliath. But we gallant and we balance. We dey pray like a poly and the silence. So I say shout out to the high rank. I see they waiting for the alert. Elijah money way una convert. A money call it to Mr. Abbott. Corona shut down Lagos. Shut down Abuja too. Shut down USA. Corona shut down France.